So now that we've kind of gone over sort of a broad overview of what DNA is, I want to talk a little bit about how we inherit particular traits. So the first thing we're going to look at is our karyotype. So our karyotype is a picture of our person's chromosomes. So this is what a picture of our chromosomes might look like if we stained them and looked at them under a microscope. And as we remember, humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, and that gives us 46 total chromosomes. So if I look here, I see that I have my 23 pairs. Here's pair 1, pair 2, pair 3, pair 4, onwards. And if you remember from when we talked about it before, one of these came from your ma and one of these came from your pa. So one is maternal and one is paternal. And so you have 23 pairs. Now, 22 of those pairs are known as autosomes or autosomal. And these mean that they contain DNA that do not determine sex. So chromosome pairs 1 through 22 code for lots of different things about you, but not anything that determines whether or not you will be male or female. Chromosome pair number 23 are the sex-determining chromosomes. So here's a picture of what an X chromosome looks like. Here's a picture of what a Y chromosome looks like. We'll talk more about why this is so little later on. But generally, if you are XX, you will be female. You will grow female sex organs. If you are XY, you're generally male and you will grow male sex organs. So this is sort of what a human karyotype looks like, and you can see all of the chromosomes. Now, we talked about this a little bit before. Each of these pairs is known as a homologous pair of chromosomes, and that's because, again, you get one from ma and one from pa, and each of the chromosome pairs code for the same genes, but not necessarily the same allele. So here's chromosome number 13. There might be a gene on here for, I don't know, toe length or fingernail strength. But if it's on one of these chromosomes, it's also on the other. That's what makes them a homologous pair. So they code for the same genes, but potentially a different version of the gene. So your dad might have given you a gene for weak fingernails, and your mom might have given you the gene for strong fingernails. It's a weird one, but that's what came to my mind. So here's a better example that I drew down here. So we've got a pair of chromosomes. Again, on this pair, let's say blood type is the gene that is coded for on this gene. So chromosome number 14 codes for blood type. But there's a chance that your maternal copy of this gave you a allele for blood type A, and your paternal gave you an allele for blood type O. And we'll talk more about what type of blood type you would end up with later on, but just understand that you have a homologous pairs of all 23 chromosomes, one from ma, one from pa, and that each pair code for the same genes, but maybe not necessarily the same version.